Can you hear anything now? I've tried shifting a couple things. I don't think I've ever quite had it recording quite such a bizarre scenario. I may have to actually completely shut down OBS and reload it. If it doesn't sort this mess out. Hey, audio's back. Okay, looks like figured out whatever the problem was. So that's good. How are you doing, since you wouldn't have heard that? How are you doing? My January's been going okay, but it is freezing cold. And shut down OBS, it's got so much to live for. I keep threatening OBS. It likes to cause problems. I suppose I can't blame it too much. It is, a free program. OBS has a family. With a husband and a cat. Okay, OBS, you get to stay of execution. Apothecary's convinced me. Veteran finish line. Here's who's made quarterback and the wide receiver. If they'd be on the same side, they shot each other in the back. You can hear about a single jewelry box and nightstand. For a couple trinkets. Nothing lots a person like greed. Back to yours and get anywhere you're going. Ooh. Nice. Well, I'm glad that we've got the audio problems sorted. Let's get back to our monster hunt. Discover it's actually really nice inside. With a twig-oriented hat. Huh. Are you Barbara Yagara? Hi. Huh. Yeah, quite a lot of, birds here. The Honorable Judge for letting OPS go back to his husband and cat. I unfortunately cannot do too much about any any audio that wafts through the walls and whatnot. It could be a lot more, witchy. Heard the old stories about my granny, who's really into croning. The crone, the old traditional magic and stuff, lived nearly 200 years old. Left me this house and all her birds. Had a kid who's into the old stories, but he was afraid he might be a child-eating kind of witch, so he sent me instead. I think I've ever eaten a child, but there's no telling what was in Granny Stews. Take a feather to prove I've met you. I can't just give you one, though. Some kind of test first, traditional thing. It's not worth keeping this room clean. What with the birds and all, I'm getting behind my other chores. You could fight me. Trained all of these birds to be killers, but I haven't exactly been out looking for trouble. You to muck out the bird bath out front, pick the ripe cattails out of my cattail patch for me. I'll do the chores. Okay, so we need sleeves and stench armor. Interesting. Oh. Some hobo code carved into this tree. Ask this gal for a treat. What's our... I think we just need a bit more stench armor. Slop the filth out of the bird bath and hide behind a tree where no one can see it. Fish, here are your cattails. Down the basement to fetch a sack of bird seed. I think Granny's magic keeps it from collapsing. Alexa, makes it kind of scary down there. You have a flashlight, right? Sleeves and stench is what they called me and my pals in high school. Their choice but to dwell in the darkness. Very long basement. Keeps this thing in the basement. Want to know what that hull consists of? That's a lot of rats. I think whispering get out. Hear that, right? It's not just me. Ground is starting to shake, and bits of dirt are falling from the ceiling. The rumbling noise almost sounds like someone growling, "Your soul is mine." It's getting pretty spooky down here. Walls howl, die, fool. Rocks falling from the ceiling threaten to bury you alive. Is there anything else that gives me some spooky armor? Aha. Let me get that bird seed. Definitely haunted down there. Undersold how scary it is down there. They're a charm to keep the mice away. Voices and bleeding walls. Lovely. Never see an indoor bird bath. Gift for... It's too small for my birds, though. Huh. I can ask her for a little treat. Got a breath mint. Thanks. Wait, is that a chessboard? Ow. Why does she live in a haunted home that she doesn't like? I mean, it's probably, Probably a family thing. You know, she was given it by her grandmother, and I mean, house prices probably weren't too great back then either. US housing crisis so bad the economy in this game got hit too. Yeah, no, that tracks completely. Can't even get a non-haunted home. Really can't. Where was the last, Guess we need to kind of wander around for a smell of the wisp. Get the trap. Old Flemberg place. Flemberg place. Luigi's Mansion core. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. To be fair, if I was offered a giant haunted mansion, I'd probably come to learn how to live with the ghosts. I think the map might have to say about it. You've managed to wander back to the spot where you set the trap. Looks like a giant toad with a tentacle face covered in boils. Yeah. Carefully sneak up on the Chupa Naranja, and since it's both distracted by the trap and also unable to turn around, you manage to take it completely unawares. Struggles futilely as you grab it in a headlock and slice off one of its nostrils. Well, remarkably, we got away with that. Casually commit a federal crime, got some junk mail. Would you live in a haunted mansion, though? Or at least a haunted house? Got a tiny workbench. Disposable ratchet. So we got a tiny man here. So I need your help, thank you. My name's Flemberg, Paul Flemberg. I moved back into my parents' old house here because nobody would give me lab space for my experiments. I walk into the function, I get called slurs, I leave. Okay, yeah, that's a fair response. Prove myself, better, faster, stronger, at least one of those. The wrong settings in the control console, and all that happened was I shrank. The door will depolarize the booth, and it takes months for the field emitters to recharge, not to mention the fact that you have to collect all new samples of genetic material so the door can be opened once. It can only be opened once. To fix the settings on the console. Better than a normal guy, I know. I spent too long thinking about how I could build the machine. I didn't have any time to think about why I built it. Okay. body, head, lungs, pituitary, and hat. I suppose we could turn him into a fly. I'm a bit worried about what lungs would do. So he should presumably have a fly head now. He does in fact have a fly head, but a nice hat. What if we turn him body of a fly, head of Flemberg? Oh yeah. No, it's pretty great actually. You like being a giant fly? Have the proportionate strength of a fly scaled to a human size? What's not to love? No. Yeah. Can't wait to get all kinds of giant fly stuff. Huh. Hey Obi, have we done something wrong? Left a giant fly man into the world? Lungs take in air and filter all the oxygen to the bloodstream. Do not have lungs. Yes, I have lungs. I know how lungs work. I don't know what changing the lungs on a giant fly man would do. I'm not sure if that would, cause him to get to suffocate if he had the wrong sized lungs. Okay, looks like we found the smell of the wisp. Standing water and rotting compost in the biome. We can't get up too close. Comes to rest on a rotting tree stump and sneak up quietly. About to grab a sample, 3 gatormen casually stand up from where you were crouched. He'd probably just get asthma. I'd say getting asthma would be the best case scenario for him, as I think the alternative would be that he'd suffocate. I think we made the right choice with keeping him with human lungs. I think it's a lovely day. Oh. Well, talking to the gatormen didn't work. I got the trap. Real proof of why there aren't any oranges. Wear it as a ring. Go near that part of the swamp for a while, it's real mad. Oh, gives us HP. Here's the Flyman's chest hair. This is experiment a success. I've got to go. Oh, +1 Moxie and HP. Actually gonna turn out to be pretty good. Feathers herself, we established that. Pretty nice. Don't go in her basement. Additional combat item, Sasha skin. Great. Met the Moss Man, he's a decent guy, gave me his mustache. Put on the mustache. +1 mysticality. That fingernail. From between excitement, vindication, the fact that it's a much more grislier object than I realized it was going to be. At 9 more. Guess that's true anyway, thanks for your help. Another badge, +1 muscle. If I put on the sash... Oh. I was kinda hoping it would actually appear on the model. It's a really good sash, though. Well, we got to go wait around until the smell of the wisp shows up again. That's quite a lot of, quite a lot of weeds there. Fan art for this game is so easy to draw. I know, like, part of me wants to just spend, like, an afternoon drawing, you know, various little, like, doodles for this game. I've even had to draw some, or redraw some bits for, like, previous thumbnails, so I definitely understand how easy it would be to draw the, you know, fan art. Got some more Gatorman skin pants. Nasty pastry. Lock the car, destroying the hangar in the process. Search the car, it's empty except for the glove box. Turns out to be a keyhole. The key inside is not the key to this car. If you have a sense of humor like mine, you'll agree that's a real shame. So we got the padlock key, which should make collecting these padlocks a lot easier. Some glowing ooze. Really more of the opposite tool, though, because it obstructs rather than facilitates what you're trying to do. The tree has a hole in it. Conveniently, the hole is slightly larger than your hand. Honestly, if it was ostensibly a horror game, we've had way too few opportunities for you to stick your hand into a suspicious dark hole. Damp, anonymous, and then you find a key. Sorry, the scream wasn't really justified. I get the impression I'm going to have to find each individual padlock. Those serving carts usually used in posh hotels and posh manor houses. Big silver platter covered in a dome-shaped lid. Just the right size to hide a severed head, or roast of some kind. Aw, it's empty. find China to be an army while you get past the padlock. Huh. Oven is full of gross, steamy swamp worms. These old fridges the people sometimes get locked into accidentally and asphyxiated. That's still old fridges these days. That's why it's padlocked. Got a key and a block of ice. Can of fruit cocktail. You slowly open the door. Doki Doki Literature Club 2017. Yeah, I've never actually played Doki Doki. I probably should play it at some point. One of those, like, things I've always seen everyone talk about it and just kind of missed it by coincidence. Tire corn holder. Huh. Heals you for 3 HP. Oh, and a padlock. Natural causes. Bathtub is full of steaming blood. That's red light coming through the stained glass rose hanging in the bathroom window. I'd like to do a little fishing first. We got the cold padlock key, which unlocks the medicine cabinet. Rhino bomb. Huh. This padlock puzzle is continuing. There are 11 padlocks, to be fair, I suppose. Very important in old houses like this, they didn't have built-in closets to keep skeletons in. Work pants. Wire coat hanger. It is convenient that all of the padlocks unlock rooms with more padlocks in them. Disappointing. Had a skeleton, your whole body. Radium rouge. Do you analyze the Great Gatsby? 0 out of 12 needs more literature. Yes. Yes. You'd think that for a literature club you'd spend more time examining literature. And if you're going to examine literature, you might as well read The Great Gatsby. Superstitious enough not storing padlocks on the east side of his attic, so you get family curses. And the same padlocks. Miniature radio car from Driftwood. Huh. whereby nearby monsters are actually manifestations of your repressed traumas. Interesting. Voice asks, gee, Pop, where'd you get all the treasure? Is it cursed pirate hoard stolen from the ruins of an ancient civilization? Ah, no, son, nothing like that. Just sound investments in perfectly normal and moral financial markets. Stole my golden arm. Terrible ghoul stole the key to my nightstand. To call your brother Ralphie a terrible ghoul, it probably hid the key in the pod plant. Ah. So it gives us some direction then. A creepy music box. Do your mysticality and spooky damage to all combatants. Spooky. Goodness sakes, Agnes, you're obsessed with taping things to the back of paintings just like your old Aunt One-Eyed Caprilia Dolphin. Probably die peacefully in your sleep just like she did. No, it's not there, though. Wasn't one up here. No. Maybe it's the one in the garage. My Clarence, are you lying on the floor under your workbench? Are you alright? Were you attacked by a burglar? Practicing changing the oil. Handsaw? Huh. Interesting. Got quite the spooky radio. Still no. Ah, the china. Bone china. Huh. Fine china helmet. Okay, that's nice. Still missing at least one padlock. Careful around the kitchen knives, they're very sharp. Dull knives cause more accidents. How many have we got so far? Found 10. We just need one more key. Flushing this fish zester down the commode. Now where might this last key be? Suppose we can try literally every room. That one. And the kitchen was the one about the knives. Ever suffered from supernatural curses, serial murder, demonic corruption, or plague? Pod plant. Oh, I need a breathing apparatus. I didn't read that. Do I have a diving helmet? The right amount of air to make it float like this. Rusty can of... Oh, I have no idea how to pronounce that. These sadly ruined books will tales like solved mysteries and exciting tales of non-violent crime. Pile of silver bars. Got a clammy scarf. Second wettest scarf you've ever owned. But no key. Odd. Vecchios. Vecchios? I don't think I've actually ever seen that word before. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. I still have no idea where this last key is. If I put on, like, My gas mask? No. I may have to look this one up. I am not finding anything to go off of. Oh, a little jewelry box on the table. Old engagement ring, Bazor ring. It's nice, but it is still not padlock key. To say the doll is hiding somewhere, so I presume that means I need to go find the doll. Oh, check under the bench. Oh, finally got that last padlock key. Finally. Wandering around for several minutes. Perfumed wedding veil. Guess we didn't need to find the doll then. That is all... Okay, yes, that is all of the padlocks. I think I might actually need to wander around with stench armor. Oh, we're fighting the smell-o-the-wisp. Well, okay then. More than one physical damage at a time. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, but we can just do a bunch of hot damage to it, and that'll take it out. Fair enough. Static club of what's left of the smell of the wisp, take back to the clubhouse. Well, I tried to, keep it, civil. A, pepperidge? Found your padlocks. Which my grandmother by chance did you? She's supposed to be there? But highly unusual if she had been, considering she died more than 30 years ago. So here's your padlocks. Accustomed myself to standing on level ground, I'll be on my way. It's a hobo camp you might be interested in. The most horrible situation you've ever encountered, a mosquito breeding pond. Oh yes, yes. I remember we had encountered this last time. Smash a bunch of mosquitoes, get a bunch of XP. How much XP do we have? 100 experience. Oh boy. It's 160. Workable financial advice. You can start reading the final chapter of all your cookbooks. Okay. We spent our exorbitant amount of XP in exchange for yet more ridiculous HP and meat drops. And sleaze armor. Please don't open the jar while I'm in the room. Bad, huh? I guess it's gone stronger since I met it. Over the nose trumpet you and the jar of foulness you collected. Wow, that is a great sash. Lots of vampires in the swamp. Sure are lots of vampires in the swamp. They've turned into a giant hand. That's disturbing. Your hand, except horrible. Vampire bat hat. Nice. I'm not gonna go looking for more vampires at the moment. What do you give us, Boris? Spooky armor. If you get scared, you remember that Boris is watching out for you. Good Boris. Got a mud hinge to look at. Harvest some fibers. Mission to meet. Stylish gel. I mean, it's too neat. Like Stonehenge? We can talk for hours about Stonehenge. Stonehenge is big, Stonehenge is strong. I've gone all over this, so it's back. I'm interested in talking about Mudhenge, a formidable monument in its own right, and much more than a first draft of Stonehenge, they sometimes say in magazines. In the swamp solstice, it said the needle of compass placed upon the central altar will point not to west but secret west, where lies the thing you need most that's special enough for you. Here in swamps, pretty much always a swamp solstice. Direction which lies the thing in your heart is most missing. That a compass laid on the altar of Mudhenge during the swamp solstice will point. Yeah. Too many missing presumed deads. Be able to come all this way without seeing the famous Mudhenge. Little known about the history of Mudhenge. So. How do I get in? How do I get in? Why would there be a gate? No entry to Mudhenge itself is prohibited by the Monument Protection Council. Aha. Okay, well, I am going into Mudhenge. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. I see. Around Mary's crown is buried past the hued tower. Is that over to the east? Is he signed to the east? Oh. Great scare, man. Obi has left us. Good to know. Complete change of clothes. Black embossed card. Buried past the hued tower. Very soon nice, you've heard it twice. Newest creed, nothing is worn, everything is visible. To leave everything in the bag where you found it, nothing is your size anyway. Oh, a person. Well, there was a person. Ah, gator. Okay, I'm starting to think that, we might be seeing ghosts. There's gotta be some sort of trick to figuring this out. So we went in this one, came out that one. That's consistent. And that one leads us through here. One goes back this way. This is through the front. If you're seeing ghosts, say hello. They don't get many visitors. I'm trying. They keep walking away from me. I'd love to say hello to the ghosts, but they're ignoring me now. We briefly were at the entrance. Whoa! Okay. That's new. Hi. We've met before, haven't we? It's not me. To be fair, you're wearing a Monster Hunter sash and approaching monsters. Okay. You got a point, Apothecary, you got a point. I am wearing a Monster Hunter sash and approaching monsters. There's not much time. This is to help. This is to help you go where you are a third full gas can. Oh no, not this again. I don't need gas for the bus anymore. To give help and come far away come at great personal cost. I haven't had to fill up a bus in quite some time. Oh, that poor, like, bull demon. Flying to the east now? Yeah, it's the backpack. There's got to be a pattern that going through them you need to get. I can understand why people get horrendously lost here. It's rather confusing. These nether portals were built different. 1.21 is weird. yeah, these nether portals are getting on my nerves, actually. Not seeing much different. Got to have been passing through these things for at least, like, 10 minutes. They're a particular trick. Okay, so it's supposed to be a dinging sound. I have not actually heard a dinging sound over the banjo. Okay. I had to actually look up the directions to get here because wandering is not proving very fruitful. Heart of the Henge, 4 nude druids walk around the altar in an unchoreographed ritual. The Looks at you and there's to absolutely lose it. Gnashing and wailing, it's clear your presence here constitutes some kind of affront. You're not welcome here. Or you are welcome, and where they'll put you is 6 feet under. I will fight them. Wow, that's a lot of poison. That's a frankly absurd amount of poison. Jason born to scatter, each to a separate corner of the earth. Last, the non-literal beating heart of Mudhenge. Draw near the needle on your compass spins wildly, of course. It's the guide, as the guide outside told you, a compass placed on its altar will point towards secret west where lies the thing your heart most desires. Where will it lead me? In this gloom of this Mudhenge. Meat, please, and lots of it, or honestly just mud. Meat, I guess. Your magnetic force and tremendous needle twitches violently between the cardinal and up. Ecologistical directions? It's horrible, upsetting sight and feels like mercy killing. By a gasp of unexpected breath, the needle falls still. The west-north arch. The needle okay? Honestly, no. The west-north arch. Okay. Go through here. It's quite another henge altogether. This Mudhenge would now stand for the great husk of an antebellum riverboat grounded upon the swampy shore. Huh. Bends its neck to a point urgently towards the boat's top deck. You don't know how a compass needle can contort itself like that, but it's very unpleasant to watch. There's meat here. Longer fellow. It's a bookcase, and crawdad at set up camp and gathered 4 shiny pebbles. Rusty roll. Still stuck in the nether. See if you tried Piglin bartering. Well, we've sort of escaped the nether. Sort of. Peaceful efforts of failed battle stations. That's a lot of bugs. An inordinate quantity of bugs. Still get sub 2 hours for defeating the Ender Dragon, I believe. Well, thank you for believing in me. Swamp honey. It's a magazine about model trains. Huh. You like a model train, the same as you. Old Train magazine. Let's see if we can climb onto this ship. Herbs, soup, crab, lots of crab. Arcane of the ship exerts a dreadful psychological toll on all those poor souls trapped aboard. You understand there is special torment except for my experience as you become very close, you think by wandering on board well after the fact and munching on a menu. Hot armor. Dan, we are all broke upon thine wheel. Discard the necrotic fuse and swap in a new one. Transmission of what you caught only garbled fragments of now makes itself clear. And be that it, have ye finally fixed that infernal machine? Will you nod once if you can hear me? Praise be the seas and the creatures in these. Fine work, landlubber. Do you mind if I call you landlubber? Yes, you'd be fine with me calling you that. Landlubber it must be, then. We can make the proper introduction. Speaking of, is Captain Dan of the riverboat longer fellow? Have you no pleasure to report that mine vessel has run aground here in this fiendish and swaggy fen I call Davy's Swamp's Locker. May few survivors be trapped up in the wheelhouse. Wondering about all this, are ye? Well, the longer fellow is a pleasure paddler. We paddle the east coast and show the passengers the time of their lives. Its last sail, a sparkling black cloud, and otherworldly as it was, hurled us off course and into this violent bog. Pleasure paddle fast turned to pain paddle as our vessel was overrun by creatures and nasties. Only 5 souls and mine remain of the voyage. Trapped up here in the wheelhouse for, well, how long only the boat gods know. Near you the parts of a boat, 2 levers above the main deck, and there you'll find the captain's wheel. Not on a boat may be higher than the captain. Wondering how I know you're aboard, landlubber? I know the bendy telescope to thank. What to do, trapped up in the wheelhouse, but hold the bendy telescope and look through the bendy telescope. You're a helpful person. You didn't ask for this, I know, and you feel like you're the unluckiest landlubber in the world with the 5 innocent souls in the wheelhouse. Into the most private boat parts, the hull where the wildlife stunts in defilement, most foul of our steam pipes. Funny be it not that the same steam that gave life to this boat also took it from most of the passengers. I think we're only beginning to understand the nature and whims of steam. Code to the hull door would be the birthday of longer fellow, January 4th, 1845. With a catch, I ain't taken about what we used to haul up for Friday lunch, crabs and such. We don't use standard national date formats in our locks. You'd be caught dead doing that. And we use maritime basics. Year, month, day, month, day. Hang on. I'm gonna go write that down. January 4th, 1845. Year, month, day, day. Showing me, which means only 6 possible combinations. Okay. This should be 45, 14, 14? No. Is it going to be 18, 14, 14? Oh, you said year, month, day, month, day. I can't go above 9. So I close the door in frustration. I got it right. Year, month, day, month, day. That's gonna be you. Okay. I had to go look this one up too. It's year, first half of the month, First half of the day, second half of the month, second half of the day. That was quite the, that was quite the puzzle. Inflatable water slide. Tell the guests about the water slide. Don't care if they're expecting the time of their lives. Hours of pain, suffering to put it together, and they only use it once. I'm going to die on this boat. What's up? Shut that. Oh, hey. On your facilities was hand-operated washing machine, 12-low deck, unglorious tiara. Deckhand's pants. They don't have regular legs. Deckhand running around without their pants, but stay at the boats where more likely they are dead. What are your date formats? Oh, lovely. Maritime plus, maritime minus. Maritime humor. What's the pirate's best part? What is a pirate's best part of the boat? The starboard. Sailor's favorite joke. Land. Eat the note. Ah, I'm not eating the note. I might have need of that note. Oh. Confession, friend, rarely would I put me trust in landlubber, but this far you prove you have the heart of a true sailor. Afraid I must tell you that we have a new problem. You have dealt with steam pipes, now we're locked in the wheelhouse, so you'll find the door key in the crow's nest. You know how crows be. I do know how crows be. Sorry, some of the passengers in here are getting hungry. Don't need for a nibble on the bendy telescope. I got a battery from there. Oh. It said that Martha, the boat, has taken a sharp and sickening turn to a black and shimmering tear in the sky itself. Where we are heading for land where unsafe speed. Grateful if you could call your father and rescue me from this impending unpleasantness. I will get this letter away to you promptly. I'm sure the swamps have mailboxes. Bonson, C.C. David. Sailor's cap. Soggy telegram. Company, hope you well. Requesting permission to mutiny and ordering ship into storm. It says passengers will love it. Crew plans mutiny anyway. Just hope not added with us. Carpenter's mark, the initials VH. Galley hardware, versatile hog. If you haven't met the versatile hog yet, you know why I'm part of that. I'm part of that either. there was a... There's instructions. Month, day, year. Month, day, year, month. I have no idea how to open that. Or we could take on this crow. That's a terrifying crow. Unfortunately, we do an absolutely ridiculous amount of damage, so... +3 range damage to a hat. Little baby pigeon. Feather and hat, would you like to call it macaroni? I have renamed my hat to macaroni. Perfect. Oh. That's another crow. Asserts unchallenged dominion over the boat's top deck. He rules not through love but through fear, was scarier than a crow. I can take on a crow. A human outscare a crow. Figure out a way to do it. Let the rest of us know, would you? It's the first time in human history. Invent avian obscenities. Cook hails like a dolphin at the guillotine. Scurries as fast as giant wings can flap along. Murder had a husband and a cat. So just got off from trial to return home to this. Hunger fellow ring. Bullion. Very serious captain has not met us yet. He has already made a big stink about me having one beer while we were on charter. I have half mind to jump ship, take this little table with me, because I own it. So it is fine for me to write here without anything between the paper and surface. I have an actual scarecrow who can manage that. Stare into the crow's very soul. Word of a tricksy crow frightener spreading fast along the boats, and the myth itself will evolve its own life and thoughts. Take 17 muscles to smile, use 100. Staggers overboard, grasping at last scraps of sanity like a Sun-Terran bathing suit. The power is yours, it's one used responsibly. Marks on the table's surface. If anyone uses this to write, they put sign underneath the paper, which is commendable etiquette, but not helpful in your reconstruction of historical record. The whole swamp is now fertilized, and patches with whisperings of the woman gobbles up the courage of crows like so much country stew. So mythic is this figure, nobody would believe that you, a mortal, is she, unless you show them. Open your eye, mouth. Actions, not words. Flex your tongue with malice. Open the third eye in your bicep. Flex your tongue with malice. First farmer to stick a scarecrow in his wheat field was never really satisfied with the creation. Sure, it worked, but didn't look like he might see in his mind. The thing he saw those thousands of years ago was you. This moment, you were the scarecrow. You have always been the scarecrow. I am the scarecrow. Frog is flying off a heron with a whip. Earlier, before such up-close view of nature. Skeleton high in the apple barrel, bobbing along with a few apple skeletons. The crows have the key, but I checked the nests. Oh, yeah, no, I have the key. Why didn't it give me an option to unlock the door? Maybe I just didn't approach the door close enough. Doesn't appear to really make me all that longer. I'll just keep it on for now. The creaks reach your ears for the creaker your eyes. Suspended from the ceiling, this boxy thing given motion lurches left, right, and down, straining on springs grafted to its back. No ship's captain, no passengers, no meat. This automaton, this creature is the only living thing in the wheelhouse, if you call that living. Captain Dan? Landlubber in me wheelhouse. It's the day most dreaded by every sailor, a worse fate than shopping by the chitinous beat of a frightful Zilia. You can only guess the boats being on land has imbued you with extra powers allowing you to make it this far. Wasn't I supposed to rescue you? Afraid you've been a passenger on the riverboat ruse. Weren't to me that needed saving from the steam, the crows, and the bugs. Was ye that needed killing by them? Seems harsh. Machine IB landlubber made to follow instructions. The instructions were to captain this riverboat and show all those aboard the time of their lives. The time of their lives, you see, time meaning beginning, middle, and end. To fulfill me task to its letters, I had no choice but to ram the riverboat into a monstrous swamp and terminate every living soul aboard. Alright. Why did you try and kill me? I'm not a passenger. Only teasing, but me instructions require me to show all aboard the time of their life. Fair enough. Just kill everyone that comes across the boat. Go to the old college try. Old water college, that is. I doubt your command of nautical knowledge. Command, you mutinous talk, shut your lips. Who made you? Master Longerfellow had a dream, landlubber, was to make most things in this world just a little bit longer. Thought he could give his customers a longer journey aboard a riverboat, you see, if the captain weren't a human with all the attendant problems in flesh, but an automaton requiring neither bricks nor salary. Logic's a little strained. knows wherein land lies, lass. What you believe to be faulty reasoning is mere misfires in your rotten brain. To me, a perfectly correct creature of logic and a model sailor to boot. Done as captain, be not just logical, but very, very good and smart. No, you've misinterpreted time of your life. Misinterpret the only miss I know, landlubbers. Powerful mistress we sailors call it the ocean. I be a sailor, you know. Your Poseidios and Poseidon'ts. What of it? I hardly need a lecture on my Poseidios and from a land leech. Killing your passengers and crew to me is a big Poseidon. And I, a landlubber, know that. You know less about the sea than a landlubber? And spin, threatening to overheat until instead he whimpers into non-existence. He feared you the most, Opal. He always did. For all his faults of logic, he fancied himself a sailor to his wooden bones. It's a tenet of nautical prophecy that the only thing that can kill a sailor is a woman from the land. Got a bendy telescope. Huh. If Dan showered in the into wormwood food, his anchor lay in automaton hell. No longer shall he menace land or sea, and this little patch of swampland is safe once again, but especially desirable to visit or live. Hope you had the time of your life. Can I take that hat? No. Never any meat here, some electrical interference confusing your compass. Never would have happened at Stonehenge. At the radio's limited broadcasting area, the filthy and unprintable words from your mouth blast a horrible smell across the country. The exact moment many miles away, a creature's eyes snap open for the first time. The Federal Radio Commission has been born. Well, I now have a steering wheel. You can't see a lot with the aid of a bendy telescope, including this angle with a click of disturbed plank under one of the chairs on the main deck. Oh, some meat. Nice. What else we have to do here? You talk to Greasy Steve. Try the plane fuel. Paint some fences. I've yet to find any fences, so we'll see about that. Pop by Greasy Steve. Oh hey! Where you might head to next? Heck, put the fear into me when you vanish like that. Well. College students, they like good music, have beer money if they don't have rent money. Alleviate social injustice if a way to do that is without spending any extra effort within itself. Nice. Wrapping up soon. Expect to see you again, you got real talent. Don't sell yourself short, you got a real future in the organization. Last job you'll be getting from me, you've dealt a fatal blow to the bloodsuckers in this territory, so if the boss has any more work for you, it'll be somewhere else. Good luck, kid. Nice. Bunch of meat. Well, I think we're probably going to have to stop there. Gotta find fences to paint and we need to find a still. Actually, not sure where I might find a still. Maybe. You think that still in Crystal Dream still works? It might. But I think we are going to have to call it there for now. It's been a long day. We've been going for a little less than 2 hours. Just about finished everything in the Big Moist, and I think Opal here is about ready for bed. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll be well, likely back next week unless something terrible happens. And I'll see you then.